Well, hey there. Welcome back.
You've got two problems, and we're working on borrowed time here. First, there's no fuel in the engines. Second, the gravity centrifuge is offline, which means there's a couple of trillion tons of rock pulling us down. I need you to get that centrifuge operational. Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit.
I guess it's about time for Isaac's engineering skills to be put to the test. That is what we're here for, after all. I mean, perhaps this isn't the context in which we expected to do some engineering, but...
Personal log. Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. It's been 2 days since they pulled that planet open, since the captain died. The panic, the riots, they were nothing compared with what came after. Our friends, our co-workers, started coming back. Changed, coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel and the primary engine is laboring. Danvers and I are going to try to reach the fuel depot to see if we can fix it. Temple out.
Unfortunately for Mr. Jacob Temple, the chances of him having succeeded in his task are pretty slim, considering the fact that Isaac is currently investigating the same problem. But briefly setting aside the endless production line of tragedies that is the Ishimura crew, there was a vote held in the thread for which weapon Isaac should purchase. And the winner was the line gun, which isn't really surprising. It's a bit of a fan favorite. So we'll be trying that out this episode, seeing how it fares compared to the plasma cutter. I suppose I'll mention that the unfortunate gentleman slumped in the chair over there and with the gas mask is not, in fact, Jacob Temple. Temple made his way deeper into the depths of the ship. And we're gonna have to follow in his footsteps, I suppose. And yeah, as that poster said, the containers will glow green if you flash a light on them, which I think is sort of cool.
What in hell is going on here? Danvers, Henderson, he's crazy. He's pulling his own teeth out. Henderson, for God's sake! Oh, God. Is he dead? Relax. He's alive. But he hit that door pretty hard. Man, why would he do something like that? I don't get it.
Damn, the line gun might not have much ammo, but it sure packs a punch. Tore right through this slasher. I'd be lying if I said that didn't feel pretty good. Nice. It's Ravenholm all over again. By resisting my natural inclination to compulsively reload my weapons every 5 seconds, I can actually save myself some credits. If you upgrade the capacity for one of your weapons when you don't have full ammo, it'll top you off. Pretty handy considering how expensive line racks are. I would bring the saw blade with us, but unfortunately physics objects de-res if you take them out of the loading area that they spawned in, which is a real shame. I love the reloading animations for all of the tools in this game. They're just so hefty. I don't know. They're satisfying. Alright, back to business. We gotta get the ship refueled. Reactivate the gravity centrifuge. In that order. It should be easy. Isaac knows what he's doing. It's a good thing we found that Kinesis module. We don't have to head across this lift just yet, though. Let's have a quick look around.
Refueling sequence activated.
Alright, just one more of those nodules to go and we'll be refueled. Running around the Ishimura and doing everything manually is kind of a pain. It's pretty much all designed to be automated. But hey, it's our job. Somebody's got to do it. Otherwise we will literally crash into the planet and die. Oh, well, that's just fantastic. That could have gone a lot worse, but we really should have topped up our stasis before getting into a fight. That was my bad.
Never should have let him live. Never should have let him live.
Shut it, Danvers. Shut it. Engineering log. Temple reporting. Someone has shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves in the process. They need to be repaired before I can reopen them, but we're running out of time. With the engine offline, orbit decay will begin in less than 10 hours. I just can't understand who would do this. If it's one of those crazy unitologist bastards, I'll break their neck.
Henderson said they were coming. We never should have let him live.
Shut up, Danvers! Help me with the tools. Temple out.
Huh. Well, I guess I underestimated this Temple guy. Seems like he got some repairs done and made our job a lot easier. Which is good. We don't really have time to be messing around with that right now. This is unpleasant, but it does tell us that the Necromorphs are at least seemingly intelligent enough to store corpses in a safe place for later repurposing. I have to wonder, do they have different uses for bodies? Oh, we saw those swarmers earlier, that weird flakes. I wonder how those get made.
Refueling sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to fire primary engine.
Whatever you did, it's working, Isaac. I have a fuel reading. It's only a quarter full, but that's enough to restore orbit once you bring the engines online. What the hell? False alarm. Thought I saw something.
Whoa, hey there. Okay, let's try out the alt fire on the line. Drops this mine and fire lasers, which is as cool as it sounds. Lurkers really like jumping on you, and they have probably the longest grab radius in the game. They can catch you off guard if you're not careful. A demonstration. Poof. Gone. Unfortunately, because of the way that the laser mine fires, it shoots sort of upwards. So if it ends up on a slanted surface, you're not going to be able to hit smaller enemies like swarmers. It's not usually a problem, though. It slices and dices pretty good. I'll get to use one someday, and I'm sure it'll work wonders. Oh, you smartass. we do with infectors? They don't really have much to dismember. Ugh. Get away from me. We picked up another weapon schematic down in fuel storage, giving us access to the Ripper, should we choose. With the engines refueled, we can now turn our attention to the deactivated gravity centrifuge. We've got to get that fixed, because otherwise the Ishimura is going to get pulled straight down to Aegis 7, which would be bad. Undergo a thorough decontamination sequence. Oh, great, yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
This is Temple. Now the centrifuge is offline. We've got 4 trillion tons of rock hanging off our ass, and without that centrifuge to balance the ship, the gravity tethers will pull us straight down to the colony. I'm heading in there now to see if I can fix it.
I would take that as a bad omen. Let's hope this is a repeat of the refueling switches, and we have better luck than Temple did. Although our line gun is temptingly shiny and new, there are some other investments I'd like to make right now, including a quick upgrade to our air capacity. Suffocating to death would be a pretty embarrassing way to die after surviving all of this. And I'm also going to just start making a path to the other upgrades for our plasma cutter, because it's the plasma cutter, okay? I'm gonna upgrade the plasma cutter.
Decontamination sequence activated. Please stand by. decontamination sequence complete. Thank you for your patience.
Line gun's really powerful, but... well, suffice to say we're pretty much out of ammunition after that brief scuffle. I hate this ship. Look at this poor guy. Where the hell did his torso go? This looks like a horrible way to die. I have a feeling we shouldn't stick around this corridor any longer than we have to. I only have room for this stupid air canister, but might as well be prepared.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the whatever this is and focus on fixing the ship.
Centrifuge activated. Reestablishing presence with planetary cargo. Gravity restored. Entering vacuum.
You're doing great, Isaac. Centrifuge and gyros are both 100% and stabilized. Now get out of there and focus on the engine. I don't know how much time we have left.
Well, the main walkway's blocked by that stuff, so we're going to have to take the hard way. Because, of course, we're going to have to take the hard way. I hate leapers.
Exiting vacuum.
Alright, well, job well done, I guess. Ship's all stabilized and got everything running pretty much up to par. Do something! Isaac!